So now is video block 2, and we're going to take a tour of my summer research lab to see some of what my students have been working on to get ready for robotics for the streets, from outreach to education to research. One of the things we did at the beginning of the summer is we had major brainstorming sessions to figure out what our goals were, what we wanted to do with the robots. We put images of all of our robots on the board, their capabilities, figuring out what we liked and didn't like about each, too big, too small, gripper, no gripper, programmed in LabVIEW, MATLAB, C, Arduino Sketch, lots of different things, lots of different robots. All of these are somewhere in this room right now. And then we figured out what we wanted to do with them next. If we wanted to keep them, what could we do with it? One of the other things we had talked about was autonomous teaming, where you put different kinds of robots together and figure out if they could work together to get something done. Like this robot has a camera and a gripper. You pair him with the robot that has a laser scanner, and they can go and do reconnaissance, retrieval of parts, and SLAM. But different robots have different capabilities. This one has a Pixie camera and sonar. These are our MATLAB robots. They also have a gripper. So those are some of the different things that we do in here. There are robot parts literally everywhere because we are tearing robots apart, evaluating in order to determine what we want our mobile robot platform to look like. We are printing out prototypes on our Prissa 3D printer. Here is a Rosie-bot prototype. We've got some Lily-bot prototypes. We're putting on Megas. We're putting on Arduino Unos, breadboards, battery packs. We're trying to figure out what size we want the robot to be, how tall we want the robot to be. We are also making sensor mounts because we want everything to be open source so that any user with a 3D printer and Tinkercad can modify and design our files and make the robot meet their needs. Still working to calibrate and get these sensor mounts and the standoffs right for our Rosie and Lily bots. All of our printers are about to be going. We did multiple standoffs, but would it print 4 IR mounts on one sheet fine? But it wouldn't do 4 standoffs fine. That's good. These are some of the first prototypes of Rosie and Lily bot. We are going back to the drawing board. Pros and cons. Do you like the words to be, I don't know, what do you call it when they're sticking up like that? Or do you like them to be cut out like this? Which one do you like better, Josiah? Where they're raised or where they're cut out? All right, I think we have tested out Lilybot's dimensions, and this is what we're going to go with for her. She's 6 inches round, wheels on top of the bottom base. We're going to have 2 either 1 inch or 3/4 inch ball casters on the back, and an Uno and half-size breadboard on the top. I think this is what works best for us, though. Lilybot cannot be any smaller than 6 inch diameter. The difference between Lilybot and Rosebot is Rosebot will have an 8 inch diameter, the Megabot on top, a full-size breadboard on top, and the battery pack will still be in the middle of the back. And so that is my lab, and stay tuned for the coolness that will come later.